Boys and girls, it is time to do something that's probably already scheduled into Todd Boehly's calendar. We've done it with Wrexham, now we're giving £1 billion to Chelsea in FC24. Now, Chelsea are a football club who have spent some money in the last few years with relatively limited or at the very least mixed success. 12th in the Premier League, an American owner who doesn't know what he's doing, and Romelu Lukaku wearing Timberlands. But for all of Chelsea's FFP war crimes, they have at least been able to bring in some young players, and today we'll be attempting to do more of the same and spend this money a little bit more wisely. We've currently got £1 billion in the bank, probably less money than Chelsea had in the bank to begin with, and we're going to be making some big money moves to try and win the league and Champions League with Chelsea here today. Now, if you're going to enjoy the video, slap a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and once again, I brought back my TikTok recently. There's a link to that down in the description below. Go and check it out. This is not quite the same as the Wrexham £1 billion video, because Chelsea are obviously already in the Prem and already have some good players. Good players, and then also Marc Cucurella. Now, here is the squad as things stand. We haven't done anything with it right now, but it features the likes of Reece James at right back, Thiago Silva at centre back, Ben Chilwell out on the left, Enzo Fernandez, Raheem Sterling, and Kunku. There's definitely players here that we're not going to have to touch, that we won't have to replace here with the £1 billion. We're not making an entire new starting 11. But I think in goal, we need improvements, plus Kepa's not even at the club in real life. Maybe in the wide areas where we've got Madueke, and then up front to replace Nicholas Jackson, especially if we want to try and win the Premier League this season. Even down in the reserves, more potential here in the form of Chukwuemeka and Ugo Chukwu, who are currently in the process of an intense Scrabble battle between their two surnames. It's a good squad, it's deep, pause, but we can make it even better. Now, we are starting off big, ladies and gentlemen. There's one man that has been taking European football by storm. It is, of course, Jude Bellingham. But before we do any of that, we gotta negotiate with the one-eyebrowed man that is Carlo Ancelotti. We're going straight in, lads. I'm not gonna lie. We're offering £100 million. All right, we have got £1 billion to spend. Truthfully, I could spend way more than that. 112.9. Get him through the door. I don't care. I'm not entirely sure why the sexual tension is so high in the top right corner. None of you need to see Pochettino and Ancelotti going at it. See, look at them flirting. I'm a taker man, Carlo, but don't tempt me, innit? Get me. Transfer fee has been settled. Now we're gonna go and speak to Jude. Here we go then, lads. It's Pochettino and Jude Bellingham in the same room. We are ready to talk business. Now, truthfully, this alone would probably set us up for the entire video here. We've already got a lot of high potential players. Jude Bellingham as well, combined. Absolutely mad. I'm filming this video on Halloween. This would be a nightmare for me, seeing Jude Bellingham wearing a Chelsea shirt. He only wants 92 grand a week. What's going on here? He's probably on £500,000 at Real Madrid or something mental. Does he not know that Todd Boehly doesn't care about financial fair play? There's only financial here, none of the fair play shenanigans. Mate, imagine we still had Mason Mount at this club. Him and Jude Bellingham in the same centre-mid combination. That is at least 300,000 Instagram comments every single day asking to be DM'd by both of them from girls across the UK. The overall gender demographic of this club is about to change. Even the physio. Oh, this truly is depressing to look at. It was bad enough that he never signed for Liverpool, but seeing him in a Chelsea shirt is all manner of painful on top of that. £112 million, a British transfer record fee, and the 86 rated Jude Bellingham, the centre midfielder, comes in to replace Conor Gallagher. And if that's not an upgrade, I don't know what is. All right, drillers, now I know you wanted to see more of Carlo Ancelotti and Pochettino exchanging Snapchat accounts, so we are in fact back here again for another future Galactico. Not only are we strengthening this Chelsea side, we are weakening Real Madrid, because next up we're bringing in a young Brazilian, something that Todd Boehly has been intent on doing. This man has been ransacking villages in Rio de Janeiro. This time he's ransacking Real Madrid for a Brazilian, and it's Vinícius Jr. 175 million is what they want. I'm going to try and lower this a little bit. I'm going to try and get it down to 155. That's what they're happy with. Carlo Ancelotti, you beautiful man. FFP, never heard of her. We're sitting down in a restaurant. We'll expense the meal and then put that against FFP to sort of negotiate around. It's fine, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. He's 89 rated already, which is absolutely insane. And Vinny Jr. has joined the Blues too. I'm starting to understand why Todd Boehly enjoys this, you know. Going out and just slapping a load of money at the world's best young talent is actually quite enjoyable. Now though, it is time to go in for one man that evaded Chelsea, one that got away. A kid that grew up in Croydon, but in the end chose Germany to represent. And Jamal Musiala is the man we are going to go for. The Bayern Munich wonder kid who could have chose to represent England and was boyhood friends with Jude Bellingham. We are going to reunite them. Synergy. These lot go tape together on a Saturday night. We're going to build a squad of party animals. Vinícius Jr on the mic, Jude Bellingham on the shots, and Jamal Musiala, I can't even lie, doesn't really look like he goes out. They want 147 million pounds plus Hakim Ziyech. You know what? I'm going to accept that. We don't have time to negotiate like this. Plus also, this isn't how Chelsea's transfer operations work. They see a young player that has above 80 potential on FIFA career mode, and then they give a team 112 million pounds for him. That is how they operate. That is what they do. He only wants 74 grand. These are some serious bargains. Jamal Musiala, you can absolutely have it, mate. That is yet another deal done here, and 3 major wonder kids brought in. So our spending is now up to a massive 414 million pounds here. But the big names, they're not gonna stop there. William Saliba is a Chelsea player too. I'm not being funny, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This rebuild is going swimmingly so far. Todd Boehly, if you need someone to actually get me, run the shit, because you just keep buying random players that don't fit into a system, just let me do it, innit? Hire me. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to fill in for me the final big piece of this puzzle. It's Victor Osimhen. We needed a bit of Nigerian in here. We needed that jollof. We needed that egusi soup, the pounded yam that is going to be provided from Victor Osimhen being in this team. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most prolific strikers in world football is on the verge of joining Chelsea now too. Why is it not him? Who is that man there? They've taken off his mask and they've taken the rest of his face with it. I might have to decline this deal now because Napoli are trying to fraud me. I know he's Nigerian, but you don't need to do a 419 scam here. You can have a good wage, but I am very suspicious of this deal now. Just simply isn't Victor Osimhen. They've negotiated his wage and all of that jazz. We're going to go ahead and accept it. Supposed to be Victor Osimhen then has joined the club. 88 rated striker is going to bang goals this season. Just for a first couple of seasons, the likes of Fofana, Dizazi, Badiashile, they're probably not going to be good enough. Fofana will get there. But just for the first year, whilst they're bedding in and getting slightly better, we've got a experienced, a strong Chris Smalling. And also in goal, another 33-year-old, 85 rated Kevin Trapp.
It's a trap!
Which is going to take our spending to roughly 700 million pounds of the actual amount on the screen. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen, and this team is oof, £1 billion for this Chelsea team. Who'd have thought if you actually spend it wisely, Chelsea could have actually looked pretty good. This is a tantalizing squad. And also Romelu Lukaku. Now, I'm sure you lot have been here before. You know how this goes. We're going to sim through a few seasons here and see how this new super squad does. Can they gel together? Can they make one of the best teams in the country and across Europe? Lads, we lost to Everton in a league match. That can only be a bad thing. Season 1 is done. Not gonna lie, based on our board confidence level, this could be pretty bad. But in actuality, it's pretty damn decent. In the Premier League, we have claimed second place, 5 points off Man City. We didn't win the league, like I said we were. Going to. We finished above Liverpool and Manchester United and do guarantee ourselves Champions League football. So we'll have to see how we do in that next season. Arsenal all the way down in 8th place, kind of replacing us as the underachievers. We went out of the FA Cup to Peterborough on penalties. So no silverware as of the first season, but promising progress. And with a young squad that's only going to get better, surely we can challenge for the league again in season 2. Now let's see how this new squad did. First of all, in goal, Kevin Trapp played every single game alongside Jamal Musiala and Victor Osimhen. The B-Tech version of Osimhen got 32 goals in all competitions, by the way. Absolutely crazy tally. 21 for Jamal Musiala. Vinny Jr with 11 in 30. Very good return return for him. And then in terms of assists as well, Musiala top of that, Vini Jr and Osimhen, with Cucurella and Madueke doing well. Surprising, to be honest with you, but props to them. Now, no silverware in the first season, but plenty of promising progress. And with a young squad that's only going to get better, surely we can challenge for the league again in season number 2. It wouldn't be an FNG video on this game if I didn't get sacked at some point. Fair to say, season 2 probably hasn't gone that well. We got worse. Yeah, we are further away from the Premier League title than we were in the first season. But of course, we were in Europe this season as well. We'll get on to that in a moment. Once again, disappointment in the FA Cup going out to Sheffield United. But what about Europe? Well, at the final of the Champions League is between Man City and Barca. So gonna assume we didn't make it there. In fact, did we make it out of the group? Wrap it up. Someone, sub in. S2G, get on the pitch, bro. We finished below Rangers. Do you understand how mental that is? So season 2, it weren't great, lads. I'm not gonna lie to you. The guys who are most present, the likes of Musiala, Osimhen, who's now 92 rated. We've got Cucurella, who's playing a lot of games. Thiago Silva's now retired, so I don't know if he's playing at centre-back. Maybe that's the reason why he's getting so much game time. Reece James and Enzo Fernandez, Madueke, Caicedo all the way up to 84, Bellingham at 88. This squad is sick, man. There's some ballers in it. Kevin Trapp at 87. Some of these ratings are nuts now. But look, listen, lads. Surely it can't get worse into season 3. This game's shit. I've had enough, man. For what? I know, yes. Yeah, okay, cool. Got knocked out the group stages of the Champions League. Sack me then. Just as in like a little bit of back, sort of behind the scenes stuff, yeah? I used a live editor for videos like this, and there is literally a setting that makes you unsackable. So your board confidence level is always 100. I had to use that when I got sacked the first time, and the game has still managed to find a way to sack me. Ladies and gentlemen, I groveled at the feet of Todd Boehly, and I've managed to get my job back at Chelsea Football Club. It's been a turbulent few weeks for Mauricio Pochettino. He's been sacked as Chelsea manager, hired as Norwich manager, hired as Blackburn manager because I got a number wrong when I was thinking it, and now he's back at Chelsea as well. Season 3 is done, and I'll tell you what, lads, it's a good job we went back to Chelsea. We have finally delivered some silverware for the inhabitants of Stamford Bridge, and we have won the Premier League on a massive 88 points, 6 points clear of Manchester City. Finally, this team of actual world beaters has decided to actually beat the world. The likes of Jude Bellingham, Vini Jr and Victor Osimhen have done the business. It's actually, genuinely, I've been sat here for about an hour and a half trying to get this job back so that I can make this happen, and I'm so glad we've done it. Liverpool in 9th. Yeah, I'm depressed again. Why did you have to do that? We might have won the Prem, but we didn't win the FA Cup. We didn't even make it to the quarters. And in the Champions League, we're nowhere to be seen again. Victor Osimhen's old side, Napoli, are in the final against Barcelona. What did we do here? I mean, we were actually in this competition, weren't we? Because, well, okay, we went out to Napoli, to be fair. And in terms of the squad, let's see what's actually kicking off here. Osimhen playing 48 games, pretty much every game possible. Caicedo and Musiala also playing big roles. Caicedo now 88. Actually worth the 135 million we spent. Musiala now 93. This team's nuts. It's no surprise we won the league. They're actually crazy. Goals-wise, Osimhen and Musiala leading it again with Madueke on 9. Reece James as captain, fantastic with 6. But now we've got one more season, one final year. We've won the Prem. Can we now go and win the Champions League as well? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out together. Season 4, the final season of this video is done. And in the Premier League, we finished 2nd. We've only managed to win the league one time after £1 billion and however many other billions Todd Boehly spent in the first place. 2nd place behind Manchester City, to be fair, equally big spenders. To be honest, I guess I'll say that's better than what Chelsea have managed recently. Have we won a cup? Oh my days, we have. I mean, it's the Community Shield. Does it even count? The FA Cup was won by Liverpool. Once again, we weren't even in the final 8. I don't know what it is about this year's game. It feels like when you manage a team, you just don't go far in any of the cups. I mean, we got knocked out in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup by our parent club, so that's not ideal. What about the Champions League, though? This was the holy grail. Yes, it's not looking very holy right now. We didn't make it to the Champions League final. PSG beat Real Madrid, who weren't in the last 4. We actually went out to PSG, the eventual winners, in the last 8, which is not terrible, but if that being the furthest we got is pretty disappointing, given how good this squad is. Like, this is a team of unbelievable world-class talent, to only get to the quarterfinals in 4 years is a bit of a shocker. Let's have one final look at the squad then. So up front, obviously, Osimhen, he's injured at the moment, but 92 rated. No one's sharp, to be fair, which is probably not helping. Again, the training on this game, when you like sim forward and leave things to happen, just doesn't work properly. So that probably hasn't helped. Like, only the right-hand side of my team is actually fit. Trapped down to 80 rated, to be fair, so we need another goalkeeper if we were going one more season. Reece James and Cucurella, though, 87. Saliba, 86. Somehow, along all of this, we've lost Ben Chilwell. I don't know why. Whatever the situation, we've got Nkunku, 88 rated. Fernandez, 90. Bellingham, 88. Vinny Jr, 92. And Musiala, a mental 94. Probably the best player in the entire world right now. And then we'll take a look at how they've done in terms of stats as well. Like, who's the top scorers? Again, it's not really a surprise. 28 goals for Victor Osimhen, despite being injured. Nkunku with 16. Musiala getting a load again. Pause. Enzo Fernandez as well, breaking into double figures. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All you need, Chelsea, is a little bit of my incompetence to balance out Todd Boehly's incompetence and form general competence, all right? £1 billion has got them the likes of Osimhen, Vinny Jr and Bellingham, and has delivered the Chelsea fans a Premier League title. But to be honest, underachieved in Europe. Let me know what team I should do this with next, who I should next give £1 billion to. If you enjoyed this video, slap a like on it, subscribe if you're new. You can also follow me on social media. It is at the official FNG on Insta, Twitter, and on TikTok as well. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.